Thank you. I think it's important to remember that the profession we honor today and to which Rick belongs to was birthed with drama. Whether you look at the Eastern tradition or the Western tradition, there was a time when the actors assumed that in order to deliver the theme or deliver the character or the persona they were meant to interpret in the theater, they needed a mask and they needed makeup. And they knew that they were delivering more than just a regular human being for audiences to watch. They knew they needed an extraordinary range to be able to achieve these characters. And I say this and relate it with actors because some actors can work with makeup, some others simply can't. One of them that could work with makeup, Laurence Olivier, used to say, when you do a rain scene, let the rain do the acting for you. And he was also capable of doing that with makeup. I refer to this because to me, Barry said that Rick is a filmmaker, but I also think Rick is an actor. He comes from a tradition that started the way we understand it today with the fusion of an actor and the craft, Lon Chaney, who was the first both super makeup star and great monster character actor. Continued with the father of modern makeup, I think, which is Jack Pierce, and it went through a line of dedicated men and women to Dick Smith, who became the father of most of the generations and the makeup artists that were birthed in the late part of the 20th century, and whose influence was not only technical and artistic on Rick and my generation, but also in terms of humanity and sharing. He opened the doors for every monster kid in the world to be able to dream about creating monsters. And out of this generation came perhaps the greatest monster kid ever to be born, which is Rick. But he has toiled in an industry that often disappoints you. You are often disappointed and betrayed by many, many colleagues, many, many times. But the one truth you can hold dear is that there's one piece of personnel that will never, ever betray you, and that's monsters. They will always be faithful to you. But Rick is also not only a creator of monsters and outlandish creatures, but perhaps one aspect that is overlooked often is that he's a great creator of not only the most hyper-realistic, super hard-to-do makeups in humans and relatives like primates, but he is capable of giving them weight, pathos, and character. If Lon Chaney was the man of 1,000 faces, Rick Baker, I think, is the man of the 1,000 characters. His creatures and his creations and his makeup, be it on Harry and the Hendersons, or in Eddie Murphy in Coming to America, in which the makeup becomes invisible, or in Nutty Professor, in which, as a fat man, I can attest, it's incredibly accurate and incredibly moving. Maybe only for the fat people in the audience, but it was. He is capable of forging an alliance, unlike perhaps any other makeup artist, with actors and directors that remain faithful to him, not only out of history and loyalty, but out of commitment and knowing that he will not just deliver something that looks good, that looks original, that looks unique, but something that delivers the drama, the message, and the character that is needed for the film to work. His creations are not just part of a film. They become the essence of the film. They are, or should be, built above the title. And the fact that we are here honoring him with a star in the Walk of Fame, it is, I assure you, not only a moment of honoring a career and looking back and sighing and celebrating what was, but I think a moment of great hope and renewal, and knowing that as I know in my heart, the best is yet to come. So let's honor Rick Baker today.